officer too many controls over there.
No.
Okay, it's going to show what doors are open on the cab here, which is going to show us all four. We've got on the home screen, what's called the home screen here, in the upper left, you got your headlight switch. Right now they're off. Marker lights. Headlights are on low beams, and then you can switch to high beams between the two. Off.
You need a driver in it?
Not really. That's just extra. Dimmer, what that does is that dims the screen. Okay, right now it's on maximum. There's got dimmer normal, dim, nighttime, max, for whatever you want to do, for like, if you want to dim it at night so it doesn't brighten your eyes. Engine auxiliary brake, right? You've got off, low, and high. And this is all touchscreen stuff on here. Okay, right now it's showing we got 12.7 volts in the battery. When you want your emergency lights on, your bottom left is your E-Master. Hit it once, all your emergency lights are on.
Starts a generator?
Nope,
No,
not yet.
Lights. Okay.
That's just your warning lights. Okay, you can turn them off there. Your next one, your home button, just brings it back to this home screen. Next one towards the middle is your warning light menu. So you can go to that menu there, and when you turn on your E-Master, what it's going to do is it's going to show all the ones that are on. So if you've got if you're working right in front of the truck and you don't want the front warnings on, you can turn those off. Or if you're getting the reflection back from your light bar, you can turn that on and leave your lower ones, on. Whenever you turn it off and turn it back on, they're all defaulted on. Okay?
If you're on and you go to the home screen and you have stuff on, does that default everything?
No, unless you turn it off.
Okay.
If you go back to home, that's not a problem. It stays where it's at.
Okay.
You can change screens through this thing at any time, and it's not going to change the state of any of the switches. Okay? Secondary menu would be if you want to add more stuff to there. There's nothing on there now. Okay, we've got our lighting menu. That does your scene lights, which are 12 volt, your quartz lights, which are run off your generator PTO. You can engage that and disengage that. That you'd want to do at an idle. Okay, you don't want to be at high RPMs when you do that. It should not let you engage it above 900 RPMs. Okay.
You can run with that generator going.
Yes, you can. You can leave the station before you leave the station. You start the truck. You can turn the generator on, and you can use your quartz lights for right and left quartz lights for looking for stuff while you're driving. Okay.
Is there a reason you don't have that generator on this side?
That
programmable to add?
It's programmable. It can be added. It's one of those things where this year we try to. There's a certain things that they try to do and try not to let that guy have control of, because generator or PTOs are one of them. You'd rather not let him turn it on, because if he's thinking about other things and talking on the radio and wants to see a light or see an address and hits a generator and you're at 1500 RPMs, if for some reason it would allow it to go in, it'd be very noisy and very messy. So we try to keep the PTOs to this screen. Okay, if you don't want him to do anything, officer screen sleep. Okay,
then a complex here.
Hey, you chose that seat.
God, I had to beg for it.
Horn select is either air horn or electric horn between them.
To get both almost.
Yep. Okay.
I don't have that one either, huh?
Nope. Camera select. Actually, what's your button up front? Your round one. Nope.
There there we go.
Hey. See, I gave you something there. Okay, your next one does your camera, so you can look at the rear of the truck.
Does that come up on the other screen too? The camera?
Nope.
No. It also comes on automatically when you put it in reverse. Okay. Aerial PTO. To engage your aerial, you want to do that at an idle. You know, as you're getting things set up, you got to be parking brake, neutral, hit your aerial PTO, and then if you want to engage your pump, then your pump before you leave the cab. So
PTO can be put in anytime, or it has to be in neutral.
you've got the aerial PTO has to see neutral on that there. Okay, so it's basically what you want to do is before you leave the cab, you know, neutral, parking brake, select your PTOs, select your pump,
And back into
drive, and then leave the cab. Okay. Mirror heat, your mud and snow stuff there, your high idle down here in the corner. Okay.
What's mud and snow?
That would be on this one. That's your diff lock on it, and then you've got your inner axle lock here.
Yep.
Okay. Your system info. System info, when you want to find out information. What engine's in here? It's a Cummins ISX, 500 horse, serial number, tells you the oil, the grade, the coolant, all the information that's in there. Trans, chassis, service, all that stuff is in there too. Your seat info, auto menu on. Somebody turn that off. So now it'll come on automatically. And right now you see there's 3 reds. Three people in seats. Me, the guy behind me, and you are in with no seatbelt on. Okay? Now there's another one. That somebody got up and somebody sat down. So what that does now is that records all that information. Okay? So when the parking brake gets released, all that stuff is recorded. So when somebody has an accident and that guy back there gets hurt and he says, "Honest, I had my seatbelt on," and I just pull the program. No, you didn't.
And it'll tell.
Oh yes.
Jeffrey.
Okay. That's you know, your system info stuff there. You got your message acknowledgement, seatbelt icon info, diagnostic stuff. You guys don't need to worry about that. Getting into that there. When you want to get back to home, just hit the home screen. Your mirror controls for right and left side, top and middle mirrors. Transmission controls. You've got reverse, neutral, and drive. Mode does nothing. Up and down arrows. If you want to hold it down in a gear or move it back up, you can there. It's an Allison transmission, newer than WTEC 4. So when the power is on, truck's running, you can hit the arrows at the same time, and you can check fluid level in it. Okay? It'll say OL dash, and if the truck's running on level ground above 140 degrees, it'll give you the oil level. It'll say OL dash if it's good, okay. If it's low, it'll say LO and how many quarts, or if it's too full, it'll say HI and how many quarts. Any Allison transmission from WTEC 4 and newer, so since about 2005, we'll do that. Okay. Couple of switches up here. Your inner axle lock. Be stopped when you engage that, and do not run around on dry pavement. Wear the tires out really fast. PTO switch. I haven't got a clue. As far as I know, it's a standard one from Spartan that does nothing.
Did you try it yet? Or
Yes.
nothing on?
Yes. Okay, I think it was just one that they forgot to pull out. Basket up and down. What that does is for your basket for viewing here, what that does is that uses the emergency backup pump. And what it'll do is it will raise and lower that a little bit so that you can
Will it
have...
stop, or
Yeah,
will
no.
only go so far?
It'll only go
Either way.
so far, and then it'll stop.
Yeah.
It's just
But
tilt though, right?
Just tilt is all you're doing. But when you do that, you know, if you do that so you can see stuff better when you're driving, be careful when you go back into the station, because when you tilt that back, that top is going up. So make sure your clearances, you've got enough clearance on it. Okay. Heating controls for the front and rear, temperature of it here, air conditioning on and off here. Defroster controls for the front. Do not move apparatus light there. That'll come on when you release the park and brake and you got compartment doors open or the aerial's up, anything like that, that's going to come on and flash and telling you there's something not right.
Is there audible warning with it?
Yes.
That's pretty.
Yes. PA and siren over there. Okay.
They must have switched from having all the temperature control and everything.
Some trucks have it here, some have it here. It's all